Hey friends, hey. Welcome back to my channel, Looking for a Sign. We are doing the cardinal signs today. So if you have Aries, Capricorn, Libra, or Cancer in your chart, okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Jupiter, Uranus, I don't know. Okay, if the message resonates with you, it's for you. Okay. All right, we're starting with Aries. So we have great worry over nothing was paired with good advice from a wise person, work, achievement, and success, and karma. You will reap what you have sown. Okay. What y'all done did. All right, karma. You will reap what you have sown. Why is this here for the Aries placements? Okay. For you will reap what you have sown. Okay. What this looks like is it looks like I'm getting two different things. So I feel like someone here, whether it was you or them, somebody here at some point was pouring into something that was not solid. This is someone who may have thought they could change someone's level of commitment, or felt like there was just enough emotional whatever there for something stable. But it just looks like either someone was disappointed, or what somebody thought was a fresh start to get out of some type of circumstance. Because what it looks like is that someone was focusing on something that had the potential, from their perspective, to be solid or to be committed. Could be a person, it could be a project, it could be whatever. But what this looked like is it just looks like that's what someone wanted. There was no solid evidence to show that this was a solid thing, or that this was something that would provide the emotional fulfillment that someone was hoping, because we have a 10 of swords here. So that's a painful ending. Okay. So something that was supposed to be a fresh start to pretty much avoid healing, or to avoid thinking about something somebody didn't want to think about, or whatever. Okay. It's some type of painful ending here. Okay. With the karma you have reaped what you have sown. Here's the thing. Okay. I don't necessarily see this as a bad thing, because I have the 8 of Pentacles here with the Queen of Pentacles and another pentacle on the Wheel of Fortune. So I take that to be like 10 pentacles, honestly. I mean, I see the Wheel of Fortune as a pentacle. Some people don't, but I do. Okay. So what I'm seeing is the karma in this situation is whatever somebody was focusing on to avoid dealing with something. The painful ending was not karma in a negative sense. It was more so karma in a mirrored sense. It was closing all doors to force somebody to work on themselves, grounding their energy. This is somebody that's being forced to learn how to deal with their own emotions, instead of drinking their emotions away, sexing their emotions away, pouring into another person emotions to deal with their emotions. And thus, Wheel of Fortune, it turns their circumstances around. So this is the energy here of somebody realizing that what they pour into everybody else, they should be pouring into themselves. The way that they support everybody else is the way that they need to support themselves. And this is somebody here who feels as though, you know, I would be so great, or I would just be so awesome if I had a solid support system. Well, Spirit just bought every other option you had so that you can learn to be your own support system. It does look like somebody, because if this resonates with you, you are in the position right now of the Eight of Pentacles. So that's letting me know it's starting to click. You're starting to get it. Like, I have to be accountable for my emotions, because it's giving like, behind closed doors, you may rage out like a toddler, or or you may, like, you know, scream into a pillow sort of thing. But this is the energy of somebody who's like, I really need to take accountability for my own actions and really like get it together. Like, this isn't on the other person, this is me. Or this isn't on my job, this is me. So I have work, achievement, and success. Yeah, I love this for you. Okay, work, achievement, and success. Why is this here? Okay. I love this. This is awesome. So what this looks like is something that you've been working on behind closed doors, or something that you may be currently working on. Okay. Again, it kind of feels like it coincides with that, you know, with that last card. This gives an energy of somebody who's been working in the dark and is finally getting the recognition in the light, sort of thing. There's a victory that's here. There's a, you know, coming out of this dark night of the soul, or coming out of this dark time. Okay. And it looks like the choice that you made to, okay. All right, hang on. I'm getting two things here, right? The first one, the focus that you made to pour into self, you're no longer going to be interested in the same type of stuff that you was interested in before. You're not, the things that moved you or the things that excited you, that's not going to excite you anymore. Okay. You're going to be too busy juggling different opportunities, creating more than one stream of income. And Justice card, things are coming full circle for you, especially if you were going through something that was really like tough, really hard. Just feeling like things, you know, I pour so much into certain things that don't, you know, grant a big enough reward. That's coming full circle. The other thing I get with work, achievement, and success, this is the energy for some of you of somebody who's coming towards you. They're no longer hiding their interest in you. They're no longer hiding that they feel something towards you, or whatever they feel towards you, they're no longer ignoring. All right. This is somebody who's been juggling back and forth, rather to come towards you. What is this connection? What do I do with this connection? And kind of going, you know, back and forth. But with the Justice card, this is somebody who's making the decision to move forward, because for whatever reason, they feel, and it doesn't have to be a person. This could be you deciding to, you know, go for a job that you really, you know, weren't sure that you could. But for whatever reason, this is somebody who's deciding to no longer keep their desire, their plans, or something secret anymore. This is somebody who's deciding to go towards what they feel fated towards, and stop settling or ignoring or acting like this isn't the job they want, or this isn't, you know, the body that they want, or this isn't the kind of relationship or whatever that they want. And this is somebody who is figuring out how to make that happen. And Justice card, this is somebody who has decided, and that's the end of that. I like that for you. So good advice from a wise person. Great worry over nothing. Why is this here? There may be some type of delay when it comes to something that you're trying to accomplish, something that you're trying to do. Yeah. Somebody here may have just, okay. Okay. All right. This is the energy of somebody who success is coming, but it's a little bit delayed. And this person may have told you to, instead of trying to pick yourself up and move again forward, somebody may be telling you to make a choice or to balance something in your life out. This could be an energy of like getting your money or something together, because there's a gradual loss because of indecision that's here. So with great worry over nothing, if there's an opportunity that's been lost or an opportunity that just feels like you had too much going on to focus on it, or it's just not happening, the energy here, because I have you here, you are the emperor, that is the Aries, okay? So the wise person could very well be somebody that you admire or aspire to be, but this is somebody who is telling you that that delay happened because there's something in your life or a skill or something that's not fully balanced here, okay? There's not something that's not fully balanced here. You may want to rush ahead and do it and figure it out as you go. But this is somebody who's telling you to get the foundation together first, or to get something balanced out first, before moving forward. And with great worry over nothing, there's something about this process that you may not necessarily want to do because you just feel like that's going to take too long. It'll be much easier to do this. I don't necessarily feel that way. Also, if this is like money related, because of with the emperor here, that's an authority figure. So that could be, I don't know, like government, a corporate entity, or, something like that. This is them saying that, okay, if there's a delay because of having to pay something or move money around or to make something happen, there's more than one way to do things. Don't avoid something. So don't avoid something, or don't feel like, oh my gosh, that would take forever to pay off, or that's going to take forever to do. So I'm just not, no, don't avoid it. Don't avoid it. It's not going to be as bad as you think it is. You're being asked to, whatever advice this person is giving, which it looks like what they're giving is with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's giving an energy of, if you plan accordingly, no, you won't be able to stunt like you want to, or you won't be able to pop out like you want to, or you won't have the success that you want right now at this moment, or where, there may be a delay in what you're trying to accomplish right now. But in the long run, you'll feel it's going to pay off in the long run, and you'll have more control over streams of income. You'll have more control over opportunities that you can accept, opportunities that, you get to say no to. You won't have to just do anything. There's something here where somebody's advising you to take the loss up front and look at the bigger picture of something. But it doesn't look like you necessarily want to do that. It looks like you more so want to just hit the ground running and do it while you're running. And this person's like, don't do that. Whatever you're worried about, I don't feel like you need to worry, but you do need to be more calculated and patient with how you do this, whatever this is for you. And y'all let me know down in the comments if this resonates with you, because I like when you guys leave comments. All right, Cancer placements. We have news of a birth or a new business opportunity, trouble and accusations, and victory in some endeavor. So let's do trouble and accusations first, because what in the hell? Troubles and accusations. Oops. Troubles and accusations. Why is this here? Trouble and accusation. Oh, this is you accusing somebody. Huh. Or are you? I don't know what this is for you, but this looks like it is you accusing somebody. But it looks like you're accusing somebody based off of your intuition. And it also looks like your intuition may be telling you to take a pause and reevaluate something. But this just kind of looks like you may be accusing somebody based off of your intuition or a gut feeling, which is all fine and great. But it just looks like it's going to bring more frustration for you in the long run. Because with this 6 of Swords, I have the 2 of Swords, that's the 8 of Swords. That's quick, fast movement. Do not communicate with somebody about a gut feeling that you have unless you have solid proof or evidence. Because the way that if this person is guilty of what you're saying or what you're accusing them of, telling them off of a gut feeling with the 6 of Wands and that 2 of Wands, the way that they're going to be able to switch that narrative and cover up their tracks is going to be insane. And that's if they're guilty. If they're not, the way this is going to turn back around on you is crazy. So it's not that I would. The Page of Swords here is delayed communication. It is also somebody that is curious and is doing research. Okay. I also have the 3 of Swords here. The 3 of Swords and the sword that the Page of Swords is holding for me is the 4 of Swords. So I feel like it's asking you to contemplate and take a second and take a step back, hence also the Hangman, to not just use your intuition, but make sure you have all the facts, because I'm getting both situations here. I really am getting a situation where somebody putting something on the table and doing their research, and because of what they find, it helps them to make a decision in something because, what they find is disheartening. But at the same time, I also get an energy of somebody who is doing their research and they're realizing that they jump to conclusions a little bit too soon. This is more so an energy of don't say anything to anybody based off your intuition. Not saying that your intuition is wrong. It's just saying some of you may not have all the pieces of the story, and you'll be breaking your own heart because if you just would have waited and done a little bit more research, something is not what you think it is. Okay. But for others of you, it may be exactly what you think it is. And you'll be glad that you had it in black and white, because now this person can't gaslight you or talk you out of it. And let me just say this, an unhealed, when your intuition, when you have not healed certain traumas and certain things you've been through, your ego, you really can, what is the word I'm looking for? It is easy to mistake your ego for intuition when you're in a trauma place, or when you're in a place of deciding nobody's going to hurt me like that again, or I'm not going to be put in the position I am before. Sometimes that's not your intuition. If you're in an unhealed space, that's not your intuition, that's your ego. And those are 2 different things with 2 different functions. There's a need for both, but they operate and do 2 different things. So we have news of a birth or a new opportunity. All right. News of a birth or a new opportunity. Oh, I love this for you. All right, I'm getting both, okay? I'm not a doctor and I'm not diagnosing you, and this does not go for everybody, okay? But for someone here, someone has been stressing out about getting pregnant or trying to be patient, okay? And trying to create life and not stress out, okay? It's just giving an energy of someone here who is getting to a place where they are just feeling like, you know what? I'm not going to obsess about this. I'm not going to focus on this. I'm just going to enjoy the intimacy. Okay. Here's the thing. I get an energy, which I know is weird, but I get an energy of by doing that, you're going to start to notice that other opportunities around you are opening up. So by doing that, there may be a promotion or something that you've been wanting that you notice opens up. There may be a job or something that you've been waiting to come available and it comes available. This is something where not stressing or obsessing when having intimacy starts to open up doors in other areas. What's crazy for this group, it is the fulfillment that you're getting in those other areas of your life that if you're trying to get pregnant or bring forth life is what's going to end up helping to remove blockages during the intimacy. So it's kind of like backwards, but not. I know that sounds weird, okay? For others of you guys, if you like, oh, SJ, cross legs, cross whole body, ain't nobody trying to have no kids, well, be careful because you may be in a place where you are happy about where life is right now. Everything is doing great and you knocking boots and just that energy that is free flowing and you are just open, you're not creating resistance is what may create, you know? So be careful, all right? For others of you guys, this is a new business opportunity. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, okay? It looks like there's an opportunity that you may be extremely stressed and trying to turn things around when it comes to money or finances or something. Like you're trying not to stress, you're trying to focus. But it looks like you're stressed that you're trying to not focus and turn it into an action that is based off of a root feeling of I'm just being paid. This is somebody like when you need money, but you're trying not to obsess because you're trying to manifest more money. So I'm trying not to obsess and like freak out about money right now. But, it's giving a little bit of that vibe. But it looks like that's what does it. It's honestly not ignoring that there's a need for a new opportunity or something, but it's more so taking the stress out of it, but continuing to move forward is what completely changes everything. And I have the 6 of Pentacles here. So that's letting me know that, again, it's something here about like removing resistance is what brings something in. Okay. So now we have victory in some endeavor. What is this here for? Victory in some endeavor. Victory in some endeavor. Why is this here? Ooh, let me find out. March is going to be, sorry. The way my dog popped his head up like, girl, sorry. Listen, victory in some endeavor, okay? There is some type of painful, and it's not even necessarily a painful ending. It really feels like at some point you were at rock bottom or what was rock bottom for you, and you decided, you know what? I'm good now. I'm back up on my feet. I'm ready for something new. But this is you standing 10 toes down. Like, I am ready for this new beginning, or I am going to push through. Okay, there's something you're pushing through, and it has to do with some type of financial independence or some type of standing on your own. Okay. It feels like it may have come after a loss, after a divorce, after some energy where you were like counted out. But 4 of Wands here. Okay. For some of you, if you are in the process of a divorce, that you may end up, if you're in the process of a divorce and you have a court date that's coming up, I'm not giving legal advice. You may find that you're because this is something where everything is coming together, and now that everything is coming together, you finally have an opportunity to grieve where you may not have been able to grieve because you had to be on such high alert. You just had to keep moving. You weren't able to process your emotions. This is the energy of somebody who's finally able to process their emotions because things are around them are stable now let's say you don't have a divorce date. Let's say you ain't never been married. You don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, it don't matter. It's just something in your life where you hit your version of rock bottom, decided to pick yourself up and push through because you know what, these bills still have to get paid. And you know what, I'm going to stop not pouring into myself and really like lock in. Okay. That is going to be when you actually are able to grieve a situation that you weren't able to grieve before. But also the release and that grief is also what's going to bring in stability in other areas. Okay. So just because you start making the money and just because things, are aligned, it doesn't mean that everything else is good just because now you're making the money that you want, right? No, it's just giving your nervous system an opportunity to finally exhale. And it is normal to grieve. But the victory that comes from the grieving and that release, it literally opens up other things for you. Okay. So go you. Oh, what am I looking for? All right. So Libra. Okay, Libras. What y'all got? Libra, we got happiness, boat, turkey. Why do I think about turkey neck? Maybe somebody got a turkey neck that's bothering y'all. I don't know. Maybe you like turkey necks and somebody eat turkey necks. I don't know. But we have someone is behaving stupidly. Not him sleeping. Him a good boy. He's looking at me like, what? Someone is behaving stupidly. All right. Someone is behaving stupidly. Why is this here for the Libra placements? Well, I don't know what this is for y'all. Okay. But this gives an energy of someone who has a lack mindset and doesn't feel like there's enough to go around. Okay. This is somebody who mismanaged their money. This is somebody who's not doing what they're supposed to with their money. Okay. But they still want to live a life that they really can't afford to live. Okay. This is an energy of somebody getting what they want for a short period of time. But what it looks like is I don't think that somebody realizes that it's like they're gonna get caught. So, okay, so this is somebody, maybe they're not paying their bills. Maybe this is somebody who felt like, you know what, I'll catch up on bills later. Maybe this is somebody that was like, you know what, I'm just going to not pay this or not pay this person or not pay these people. Or this is just somebody who is literally living beyond their means. Okay. First of all, it looks like if they're in some type of relationship, it looks like, I mean, because this could be you. I don't know what side you're on, but either you're spending money that you don't have in order to keep up a lifestyle or to keep a person, or there's a person who's presenting you with a lifestyle that they can't keep up. And it's going to come to the surface that they have been doing the most. They're behaving stupidly because this is somebody who's not covering their tracks. So it still gives me that energy of this is somebody who is moving just in the moment without any regard to the future or what they have going on in the past. Okay. For others of you, I get an energy here of you may notice that someone is living beyond their means and you're kind of choosing, I don't want to say distance, but you may be choosing to handle them differently or move differently. This isn't just an energy of if you don't have proof that somebody is moving out of alignment, you will. And you'll be glad that you didn't give them money. Like this is an energy of like somebody coming to you saying that they need money and they'll give it back to you or something like that. It's something to where you're noticing that the way that somebody is moving, they're not moving, they're just moving out of alignment in some type of way. And it's giving you the energy that in order for you to have what you need and for you to be solid, you need to create some distance, or this is you not answering your phone. Like it's something where it's like you are not putting yourself in a position to be somebody's backup plan. And you're going to find out that whatever reason they may have given you for needing something or needing your car, or they need some money or just whatever, is not the reason why. So you're going to realize you made the right decision. Money, prosperity through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Why is boat here? Why is boat here? Okay. Okay. If you guys, okay, maybe you do or maybe you don't know, okay? But this is, yeah. All right. There may have been a situation where you were feeling very stuck. You were feeling like an opportunity. It just feels like an energy that was stuck, or you not knowing when something was going to come in or when something was going to turn around. You may be getting that call soon that there is money that's been on hold or money that you've been waiting to be released is finally being released. But I feel like here's the thing. You're going to know when something is coming in even before it does, because your intuition is going to be screaming something good is happening. Something awesome is on the way. Like this is random feelings of feeling good, random feelings of like something is happening. This has to do for some of you guys with something that you've been very resilient, you very much pushed through. There's a cycle that's coming to a close and you're not going to feel stuck anymore. It could have to do with kids. It could have to do with the past. It doesn't have to, or it could just have to do with something that's in regard to something from the past. But I just get a strong feeling of like, you're going to know when this is coming in because you have like this intuitive feeling. This could be an inheritance that's connected to a woman, okay, or connected to a mother. It doesn't have to be, but I just get a strong feeling of like your intuition may be telling you that something good is happening, or maybe your intuition is telling you to take action when it comes to something from the past, or when it comes to closure or wrapping things up. Do that because it's giving an energy of, if you've been living paycheck to paycheck, I mean, because this could be a job, this could be anything, but it's giving an energy of no longer feeling stuck, confined, someone having control over you, controlling when they pay you, how they pay you, something like that. Like there's a strong feeling of like, now is the right time to tie up these loose ends. Now is the right time to put something in motion. And it's like, when you do, you get like some call, it's because it's some type of delay of something that should have been made right a long time ago, or a cycle that should have been ended a long time ago. I feel like you're the ones that are ending it, okay? So we have happiness here. For the Libra placements, why is happiness here? There's money coming in for y'all. Let me hold $1. There's money coming in for y'all. I got 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, here with Temperance, and the Empress. Let me hold $1. Oh, let me hold $1. What? Really? Really, Libra? Both of your major arcanas? Really? Let me hold $1.50. Okay, let me hold $1.50. Okay. All right. So here with happiness, this is the energy that you're going to be receiving. Now, if this is not, this happiness feels tied to money. Okay. Again, this could have to do, if you're in a legal situation, this could have to do with you winning some type of legal case or something. It doesn't have to be. Okay. But this just feels like there's something that you decided to not give up on, something that you stood 10 toes down on. Okay. This is something where you struggled, you refused to give up. You really just was really pushing through. Okay. This right here is the happiness comes from, if you're behind or in some sort of debt, there's money coming in that covers that. Okay. For some of you guys, this is divine intervention, but for others of you guys, this is because of your patience, but it feels like divine intervention. It really feels like if you've been trying to manifest money, or maybe you're trying to manifest an opportunity, if you've been trying to, because some of y'all may be doing like a different manifestation technique or trying to bring in money some type of different type of way or something, but this just gives an energy for some of you, for this group, it gives an energy of like, oh my God, that worked. Oh my gosh, that worked. Like there's something that you're doing or something, okay? That could be money from the past or money that is owed to you in some type of way that comes in. For others of you, this could be a mother figure, again, that's coming in. That could be giving you money. Maybe you're the mother figure who's been waiting, but this is happiness that is coming because of some type of success. The 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, that's the 10 of Pentacles, baby. That is the 10 of Pentacles. So it gives an energy that there's happiness that comes from something that you're doing on your own, but this is some type of financial independence that is rightfully yours, that you've been patient on, and it balances some type of situation. It's balancing the odds, like it's balancing out something. Okay, this is an opportunity where I don't know why I'm getting this, but that you don't have to share with anybody, that you don't owe anybody else. There's an opportunity too that may be coming in based off of your connections or working with people, but this could also be with you working with your spiritual team, working with your ancestors. With the Justice card here, it's giving an energy of your rightful place, you're rightfully owed. This is cause and effect. This is good karma. This is fairness. There's something that's coming in, and happiness here feels like, again, it's like you finally broke through something. There's something that it was like you held your ground. You refused to give up. You're finally breaking through. You're coming in as the Empress. Like this is, the problems are being solved. Things are coming full circle. You are in a nurturing, loving, receiving energy, and you're receiving the abundance, and you're receiving these things. You're reconciling the despair that was in you. You're no longer in the 9 of Wands energy, having to be, the wounded warrior. You knocked me down 9 times, I'm getting up 10. No, this is you in more of a soft girl, soft guy era. You're able to relax a little bit. Why? Because justice is here. Like this is you bringing in your own justice. But again, it feels like it has something to do with some type of balance, emotional balance, nervous system balance. If you've been trying to balance out your nervous system, okay? Because sometimes the Temperance is a health card to me, sometimes depending on the placement. But that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting like a balance of emotions, a balance of self. Like this right here is giving like you're calm, you're not stressing. Like there's money coming. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know how else to tell y'all this. I don't know. Like it also feels like, I know this sounds dramatic, but it's really giving, the universe is giving you back what was taken from you. The universe is giving you back what's rightfully yours, but it's not just money and resources. This is also some type of position. This is also whatever or whoever knocked you out of your soft girl era, soft guy era, whatever. Okay. And put you into where you had to fight for everything and you had to, struggle and hustle. It's like it's giving you something, you're taking it, but you're being calm, you're being patient. And it's like the universe, God, spirit, your spiritual team, they are stepping in to help put you in back in that place of Empress energy. That is freaking awesome. And I love that for you. Okay. Okay. Capricorn placements. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. I know that's right. You love gifts. Big. Beware of greed and broken bridge. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So let's do that first. Because unsuccessful outcome. What? All right. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Broken bridge. Ooh. Did somebody burn a bridge with you? I feel like it's coming through like unsuccessful outcome. Okay, I'm telling you right now, before these cards even come out, I'm already getting somebody burned a bridge with you, not expecting that they're going to have to come past that bridge again. Okay. With unsuccessful outcome to a problem, I'm already channeling and picking up before these cards even come down. This is somebody that is going to run into a problem that only you could solve or that you have a hand in solving. And for the first time, whether it's money, an opportunity, or whatever it is, okay, it's something that you could probably solve, also that you may have the authority to solve, but this is the energy of you're not doing it. This is probably the first time that there's somebody close to you that may need you, or somebody that burned a bridge with you that may need you, that you're going to be like, no, when really you're not that kind of person. Okay. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Why is this here? See? I'm done. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Oh, wow. Oh. And these are right on top. For me, when something's on the top, that is something that you do see coming for me. And when it's at the bottom, it's something you don't see coming. Strength, I guess they don't see it coming. But at the top, like, I don't want to keep pulling. Listen, I don't want to keep pulling cards. I'm just going to keep with but the more I pull cards, listen, okay. Page of Swords, Knight of Wands, Eight of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Hangman, Four of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. What you saw coming, I feel like you knew this was going to come. Why? Because on the top of the deck, we have the Emperor, the Devil, that's your major arcana, Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, which is the Seven of Pentacles for me. So this gives me energy of, just like I said, there is somebody that you may have walked away, they may have walked away, but this is giving somebody that made an impulsive decision, because Page of Swords, they were not looking at a situation clearly, okay? That's delayed communication for me. That's curiosity. That's somebody being nosy, maybe somebody spying. This is somebody that was impulsive. This is somebody that really didn't do their homework or really didn't think about something until after the fact, okay? Because Eight of Cups, it caused you to walk away. Four of Pentacles, now you're holding your energy close to your chest. Now, you're no longer giving money. Now you're no longer giving time or resources. But this is also giving me an energy of like, you're much more in control of self. You're much more in control of you. I have the Hangman here, okay? You're no longer going to sacrifice your emotions for the greater good, okay? You're no longer going to look at a situation just based off of it's like good heartedness it gives me, or like your good nature. This is giving an energy of, I'm going to see a situation exactly how it is, and how I see this situation is it's one-sided, and so I am going to let this bridge burn. I'm just going to let them burn this bridge and go on about their business. Here with the Four of Wands and the Seven of Wands, it's giving me an energy of you are protecting your peace. You've created some type of peace. You have some type of peace you're creating. You are protecting that peace. Because with the Four of Wands, I have the Ace of Wands to me. That's the Five of Wands. So it's giving like I'm no longer fighting, going back and forth, because we have the Seven of Wands here. I'm no longer fighting, going back and forth, dealing with this chaos. Like I'm protecting my peace. Ace of Wands, I am moving forward past this. This is a new beginning that comes with movement. Okay. So I'm just moving forward past this. Why? Because the top of the deck, the Emperor, you are much more in control of yourself. You are much more in control of your surroundings. You're good. Okay. Now you're focused on the things you need to be focused on. You may be in a place in your life right now where you're like, things are really good. Okay. Here with the Devil, it's giving me the energy of like I know what the Devil means. Okay. But it does give an energy of, and I just want to say this is important too, because from this spread, this looks to me like a more higher vibrational Capricorn versus a toxic Capricorn. Okay. So put yourself in the story where you fit in. Okay. But this gives the energy of as much as I can be in control and as much as I can control myself, my surroundings, or I like to be in control, I can also be just as much of an asshole. And I don't want to have to be that person. But there's a part of me that likes letting a person know that they can't play with me. Okay. So you may know that at Page of Pentacles, at some point, this person is going to come back asking for something, rather it was a favor, rather it was whatever. Okay. But Six of Pentacles, I could do it. Okay. I could give it. Okay. But the Six of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. But I'm looking at the investment. I'm looking at this now. Like if I invest in this, if I give this person this, whether it's my time, money, energy, I'll be looking over, having to make sure that I get my money back, or I'll be looking over trying to see what they're doing with the money, because why are you telling me it's for a light bill when I see you out on vacation? It's something to where it's like, I'm not doing that. Seven of Wands. I'm not doing that. I'm keeping that to myself. For others of you guys, it's not necessarily a burnt bridge, but this is just an energy of you're no longer giving to people. You're no longer giving to situations. It doesn't have to be a particular person, just as a whole. Okay. But I do feel like there is someone that maybe for the second group trying to show you that they have matured and trying to show you that they are not who they were before. They may be giving you small offers. They may be trying to show you, listen, I'm not just a taker. I am also a giver. And you're still looking at it like, yeah, but I don't trust you. Yeah, but I think that you're just trying to rope me back in now that I've gotten my footing and I'm not so attached to you. I think that you're just doing this because you want me to get all attached. Like you're not falling for what somebody is putting down. Y'all let me know in the comments if that resonates, because that came through real clear before I even started pulling cards. So beware of greed. Beware of greed. Beware of greed. Why is that here for Capricorn placements? All right. I don't really see you here, but it still could apply to you. So just put yourself in the story where you fit in. This right here is coming up with an energy of be careful with who you're giving your energy, time, energy, resources, whatever to, because this is an energy of you not taking the hint. This is like a total contradiction from the last card, but I mean, I don't know. Okay. Because again, I am getting two stories here, but with the first story, this is an energy of, well, actually, you know what? I take that back. Because with this Hangman here and this Eight of Wands and the Four of Cups, I actually get an energy here of you may be pouring into something, an opportunity, a person, something. There's something here where somebody is just not happy with what they have. They're just not happy with someone's effort. They're not happy with Because this very well could be somebody who only wants to text you, somebody who only wants to see you during the daytime, somebody only wants to see you, you know, I don't know. But it's giving breadcrumby, but not breadcrumby. Like it used to be enough before. It's not enough anymore. Okay. You're now starting to see that someone here, they're just not consistent in some type of way. They're really flighty, they're really impulsive, they're just not consistent. And as soon as you start to see that and remove yourself or pull your energy away, this person may come flying in. But I feel like there's something here with you starting to understand or get, because I don't feel like it's the first time, but it's just the energy of finally understanding or realizing that when people move like this, when they're only giving breadcrumbs and then you pull your energy back, or this could be at work too, okay? You pull your energy back and now they want to commit. Now they want to come in. Now they just want to whatever. Even if there's no money exchange, like I said, this could be anything, but it's still giving an energy of they want what you have. They want your energy. They like your conversation. They like the way you work on projects with them. And you may be looking at them like, but SJ, that doesn't make sense because they have their own money, or, they are not lacking in profit. It doesn't matter. You're coming off as the Queen of Wands. There's something about your energy, your time, your confidence, maybe the way you stroke their ego, maybe the way you make them feel, that is very solid. Okay. It's not that this person is being inconsistent because they can't be consistent. They're inconsistent because you're just giving it out, rather it's your time, your energy, your conversation, but it's because you're not lacking. It's like you are very confident in your ability to stop messing with somebody if you have to, or stop talking to somebody if you have to, or stop helping them on their job if you have to. But somebody is looking at your confidence that way as something that they don't even realize. They give me that little pep talk, and then I now have the energy to go home and deal with my husband, or I now have the energy to go home and deal with my wife. Like there's something here where you're realizing that just your presence alone when it comes to certain people and situations is very potent and just very solid. Okay. So this is the energy of you, especially if you were more worried about somebody taking advantage of your money or whatever. This is now you looking at your time, your conversation, your aura as currency, and realizing like, even if I'm not giving money, even if I'm not doing favors, even if I'm not, buying this person lunch or, just whatever, just my conversation is abundant. And I gotta stop just giving it out. People are gonna get greedy because they don't have to give forth the same type of conversation, the same frequency of conversation. Do you see what I'm saying? And then for others of you, beware of greed. I'm getting almost the opposite. Okay. So like I said, put yourself in the story where you fit in. There's an area where it could be money, it could be finances, whatever, but you may be feeling like, I need to change my life. I need to work out. I need to get my money up. I need to do whatever. You have strategically, because of an area of your life you were not happy with, and then you saw, I'm accountable for myself. This isn't on anybody else. This is on me. I need to get it together. You strategically start changing that. The way people respond to you, the way people handle you is going to be different. People that were breadcrumbing you before, now they want to commit. People that really weren't, checking for your business, now they're checking for your business. This is an energy that is telling you to, Four Cups, it's okay to be selective. Okay. You may not realize that you're just taking in everything, but there's a certain standard that needs to be raised when you come into this Queen of Wands energy. It's not just the confidence and all of that. This is whatever you've been doing is working, and it's working well. and things are coming in and people are coming in. Okay. You are needing to be more selective. You are needing to weed out. Every opportunity is not a good opportunity. Everybody that's coming in that has their crap together is not your person. You could have 10 people that are a good match and have their life together. All 10 of those people aren't your people. And that's just, an example. Okay. So I'm just saying, so it's still giving, like, even when you get to this high status, you still need to have a standard that, that you kind of go by. Okay. So be a little greedy with your time, with your energy. You know what I'm saying? There's a glow up that's happening here that's heavy. Heavy, 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 heavy. That's a good thing though. Okay, now back to the gift. Okay, so we have, you will be receiving a gift. Because who don't like a good gift? You will be receiving a precious gift. You will be receiving a precious gift. Yep. This is something that you don't see. Ooh, this is, ooh, I like it. Hell yeah. All right. This is giving an energy of, there's some type of, this could be a mental conflict. This could just be competition. This honestly, it doesn't feel like you're competing with anybody but yourself. Okay. But there's something out here where you're really trying to make it. You're really trying to, there's some type of solid foundation that you're trying to create for yourself or that you're trying to do. Okay. But this is you moving away from the hustle of it, the competing of it, and if you're in your head and there's just so much, like, this is more of a calm balance. You're not hustling. You're strategically consistent. It's not hustling as much as it, just being consistent and creating things that bring in abundance or that bring in some type of security. Okay. I don't feel like you see this coming. This is weird, but for some of you guys, and if you're looking for a car, an opportunity to buy a car or an opportunity for a car may end up coming through. All right. I also feel like this could also be an energy. There's something that y'all may have been like, I don't want to say obsessed, but like not willing to let go. There's something that's coming in that brings closure, but I feel like it's this gift, this Chariot and Wheel of Fortune and this Ace of Pentacles. It's some type of opportunity. It's the potential that you see in something. Okay. Whatever this is solid. This is tangible. Okay. For some of you guys, this is a new job opportunity. For others of you guys, this is you moving away from the hustle of making money because now money is coming in a lot easier. I feel like you don't necessarily see this coming because you're still focused on what it's supposed to look like, the bigger picture, whatever. But as you're continuing to move forward, this is you moving past the obstacles. This is you resolving the conflict of just this hustle, this working hard, this have to fight for every dime sort of thing. Your luck is it's causing some type of closure in a situation where you're coming out on top. You're coming out on top because this is going to sound really dramatic and the definition for this is going to be different for everybody, but this is you having more money than what you expected or more money than what you know how to do with. Now, for some people, that may be $10,000. For other people, that may be $100 billion. Okay. I'm not saying you're going to have $100 billion, but I'm just saying that this looks like more money than what you were originally planning to make from this situation, or it's like a gift from the universe. Like it's like a gift from God. Because sometimes I see the Ace of Pentacles as a gift from God because it's like this hand that just came out of the sky with the hugest pentacle you've ever seen, right? So there's some type of gift that God's Spirit is giving you because of how you've overcome some type of obstacle by yourself, okay? But it feels and looks as though that this is something that almost feels forbidden because the devil card was there and the devil is you, right? So the devil and the judgment, it almost feels like, because it was the the devil, the judgment, and the ace of pentacles. So it gives the energy of like, this is like forbidden wealth. This is like, oh my gosh, like this is, once you lock in, things are starting to come full circle. And like, wow, like this money, this opportunity, this car, this whatever, like it's really mine. I never, you know, it's something that exceeds your expectations. Okay. So whatever that means to you. All right. But that is what I have for you guys. Let me know down in the comments if this resonates, because I love when you guys leave comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.